All right, C1x Road to launch, day 17. May not be a long video. This one might be pretty short, but wanted to hop on and make some progress today. I was out and about for the entire day, so 7 o'clock at night, first time I've been able to sit down at the desk. Got some decaf coffee. Typically don't drink decaf, but I've been trying to avoid caffeine super late at night. Not important. All right, so to-do list. We're still working through all these design changes. Last time we went through and made a lot of progress on the courses. Got this nice little menu view. Implemented some bug fixes as well that were associated with it. But pretty simple for the most part. So part of me still kind of wants to change that par color. We'll leave it as is for right now. I updated a few more things into the priority list. Just kind of gearing up for what's going to come next, because I don't think this stuff is going to take too terribly long. Tutorial popovers. Make sure I had that, so sorry, my watch is being a little buggy here. Still gonna keep working through those, but I don't think they're gonna take super long. Probably another few days maybe to finish all of these up. Thinking about what's important in C1x after that. So my thought process at the start of this was that I think C1x at its base right now is a decent scorekeeping app, but the appearance of it wasn't great. I think what it is able to calculate is on par with everything that exists currently for disc golfers. I think these whole breakdowns, I have the ability to provide a lot more information than this, incorporating all of these statistics and then some that I'm already calculating. So I think the execution isn't terrible currently, because the goal, remember, was just to basically get this to the point of existing scorekeeping apps with a few extra little bonuses. And that's what I want the starting point to be. I want the starting point to be familiar to users in terms of what a disc golf scorekeeping app would be, with just a few additional features to kind of encourage people to give it a try. And then from that point, I just want to launch all of this to add later stuff. All of these features that are going to take it above and beyond everything that's existing currently. But I've got to convince users to give it a try first, and I think a big blocker to that with Throw with the Pros, a big blocker to that maybe even with the early testing in C1x has just been the appearance of the app, which is fair. I'd probably be skeptical to try an app that I didn't think looked good either. So, not even looked good, but looked somewhat professionally done. It's understandable. So that's the goal of all these changes. All of these design changes, this list that we've put together previously and I'm going through now. But I was saying a little bit today about, once I get through all these design changes, what are the next things that I think are going to be important for C1x to continue growing. So first thing is starting to add in just a few little teasers of differentiators. I think in addition to the appearance of the app, once I'm done going through all of those changes, and adding some of these kind of fun bonus stats in that people don't currently get to see about their round, but that I can display based on what I'm collecting in the app. The combination of the fun design and these little bonus statistics would probably be a good starting point to convince users to give it a test. So I want to get these additional stats into the app once those design changes are done. So we're still going to finish all the design changes, then start adding these additional apps. I want to implement a very simple minor backend for just a little bit of data tracking. I don't want to take any personal information from users. I don't even want to handle it, let alone have any use for it if I were to handle it. I just want to get information like I want to see how many rounds users are scoring in the app. I want to see where users are encountering issues in the app. I could even track things like just holes played, which would require me to take no information on the user, literally just send me a number at the end of the round that says 18. You played 18 holes, add it to the total. Easy stuff like that, just so I can kind of track usage in C1x, and maybe find which features are working well for people, which aren't, implementing some sort of process for me to view data about the app on the back end without requiring any additional input from users, but also not actually pulling any personal information from users. C1x, it's never even going to ask for your name. So there should be no information that I could even pull from a user in this app. Because you're scoring around, it's not like Throw with the Pros in a tournament where you could type in a name, you could make it whatever you want to and Throw with the Pros. And I don't pull any data from Throw with the Pros, but I think I probably should a little bit for C1x if I'm going to make it as full-fledged of an app as I want it to be. So I want to implement that. I've looked into it a little bit. I don't think it's going to be super hard. Definitely outside of the realm of what I put in an app before, but that's something that I'll do quite a bit of testing on before it goes into a release build. Beyond that, I want to get this referral system in, and then we're going to jump into the watch version. So a goal of mine since coming up with the idea for C1x, obviously watch screens are small, so I don't want to try to display people's stats to them on a watch app. That's never going to work well. But if you have a smart watch, I would assume you have a smartphone as well. I certainly do, and I would love it if I can go through a round, casual or tournament, and just log shots on my watch, so I never have to pull my phone out. And then just at the end of that round, send the round to the phone app so that you can view the stats from there. During a tournament round, everyone, as long as it's a sanctioned tournament, everyone typically has a score on PDGA Live now. So a lot of times you're pulling out a phone anyways, but it'd be nice to not have to flip back and forth between two apps, between a PDGA Live and a C1x. For those who want to score stats for their tournament rounds, if you just want it for casual, then this is perfect. You would never have to pull your phone out at all during a casual round, which I would love to do. Obviously, I'm building C1x so that it's fun to score rounds on the phone as well. Most people aren't going to have a smartwatch, and even if they do, they may not want to score on it, so that's fine. You're going to have both options. But I want to provide the option to score rounds on C1x if possible. That's something that I don't think really exists yet. You can keep score in watch apps. There are disc golf apps that will let you keep score from your watch, but not, I don't think, logging full statistics. And the idea would be to keep it just as simple as it is on the phone. So this is the order we're going to do things. But for today, we're just going to keep running through this. So next item, I think I mentioned in the last video, but we're going to be jumping into this round setup view. Right now we are settling on just sticking with that kind of white background for all of the dialogues that pop up. So I think I'm going to want to do the same thing here. Let's go to where we show our dialogue, right here. Background color, so this is going to be page background colors dot alert dialogue background. That's going to be the cream white. I was going to say, I don't think we even see it really change at all. A little bit off-white, a little bit better. Closing out some of these menus that I don't need. But now in terms of a better way to display some of this stuff. I could, so in the courses menu, I have the this little thing next to the number of holes. I could keep that same icon. Instead of saying course, so instead what I could do is we could wrap this in a row. we could give me an icon here. It's like I know I got them somewhere. Row, children. We'll go main axis alignment center. We'll throw some spacing in between here. 10 might be good, maybe not. And then we'll try golf course here. And then this would just become course selected. Nope. Just like so. Does that make sense? Is that better? I don't think so. I don't think that's actually better. I think that makes sense. We can update fonts. Update fonts. Let's just start with this. Ooh, is it bold? It is. We're definitely not doing bold. Yeah. I do want to make it a little bit more fun, but I'm not quite sure how yet. I would like a different picker here. This might be a good throw into ChatGPT. I'm using the following Cupertino picker. Let the user select a course for their round in C1x. I want some more aesthetic and unique options for a course selection here. Any ideas? Can be third-party packages if needed. That's something. I love that idea. We could do course name. Yeah, that's just, if I get that excited about something that fast, we're doing it. So slider. Let's go to the package. We're gonna give it a try here. Simply create it, pass required parameters. These are all the options. Build widgets on demand. Oh, I can do it within a builder. I see. I think that's what this is doing anyways. Okay. Cool. I assume, yeah. So we've got some options. All right, let's go installing. I need, was 5 point, yep. That is the most recent, so let's go add this to our pubspec file. Go down here, save that, get it imported on the main menu. Let's go, where was I? Right here. Let's just add a couple pieces of text there, so it'll throw an error, and I can go navigate to it later. Throw this here. Okay. Let's just give this a try. Where was that? Up here. Here we go. Height 150, enlarge center page. So I'm going to guess that I get some issues here at first. That's okay. Just a comma. Children courses for display. Is it set up the same way? Child card. Center course. Items courses for display map. Well, this will be the last thing I'm going to do is delete this. This will be an easy undo if it doesn't work, but let's do a quick reset, see what that looks like. Yeah, okay. I like the carousel slider. It has to go within an alert dialog. Copying your example code, I get this error. Just wrap it in a sized box, yeah. Kind of what I expected, but wanted to see if there was a better option. All right, so what I assume I just get rid of the height function then. Oh, you want me to keep it there? Okay, we'll try it. Factor, sized box, height 160. Probably going to adjust that to be actually based on the screen size and not a set value, but still doesn't like it. Is there a width issue too? Let's just try setting the width and then we'll see if that's a fix. It is. Yeah, kind of expected the width to be an issue there. So this is cool. This is cool. Is it possible to make the cards on the carousel slider more narrow? I don't see a value for that. Viewport fraction. I wonder what exactly viewport fraction does. Is it just fraction of the screen that it's taking up? Is that how this works? Was it not even set on this one? Enable infinite scroll. Oh, here we go. Enlarge center page. True, we set a different viewport fraction. Let's try 0.4. Obviously it doesn't look great, but we're going to improve it. I just want to kind of get the size right here. This is let's do this. Let's go to GitHub. the set state isn't quite working. I'm gonna go run over to my last build file and just grab that set state again. Round setup set state is what we needed. Maybe I can just do this. I would assume I can go even smaller than that if I want to. I may not want to. Animate to closest. True. Okay. Play with enlarge center page. Yeah, okay. I prefer these to be broken out in their unique lines here. Go away. Come on. Comma. Font family. Lita. Let's go. Yeah, probably color. And just force set it right now. Let's go text align center. Let's go max lines 4, because it looks like I can fit 4 fairly easily. Just centering them did look a little bit better. I'll make sure the overflow is not going to affect anything here. Does not. Perfect. Okay. Something actually tells me that I'm going to end up adjusting this based on a variable. So I'm not going to do that just yet. The on tap. Okay, so one option one issue I do see here. I see an issue here, which is that my display of the course variable and the alert dialog is not changing based on the carousel selection. This needs to work when the card, let's say this, the course variable needs to be set when the card is centered. Because what, do I have to tap it right now? Yeah. Shouldn't require the user to tap it as well. So can I get rid of, okay, so I can get rid of the gesture detector then, which is good. I did think that was only for the on tap. Let's do a quick reset. There we go. $60, font size 15. I wonder if I can do something like else. We go const sized box height 75. If I do that, just to make it so I always have the space here. It's close. 78. I feel like it's still a little bit more. Let's go with the 80. Yeah. I think it looks better there when the cards aren't jumping up and down. So we keep that size box in there. All right. So this now appears to be working. Let's do it. We'll confirm on river bottoms and make sure that, yeah, it takes me to river bottoms. Great. Let's say I go to, here we can test it on the fort and 17. So I should be starting on a par 4. Perfect. Throw in, throw in. Beautiful. Okay. So I like the cards better. I do. I don't think I want them to be too much smaller. It would be fun to make them a... Maybe I could go grab that same color. Let's open up style presets here. Not whole colors, no. Button colors, courses, top color, maybe. Maybe worth a try. Card, color, color, button colors dot courses top color. Okay, okay. Side border radius. This is currently how I'm customizing the cards. Any ideas on how to spice this up a bit? Thinking about maybe adding a border to them. I wanted to just dive into the third-party packages too. Could just do a gradient. Course metadata, yeah. Course metadata gets hard for this stuff. Maybe I make them taller. Height here, like if I go screen width times 0.5. 5.1. Maybe that's okay. It looks goofy because it's just the course name right now, but if I can add some course data, that might look better. Icon or badge, close shadow or border on focus. West Coast. Another example of, like, it would be fun to add an icon based on course difficulty, but that's just not something I'm requiring users to enter right now. It's optional, not required. How would I add just a small border to it? Yeah, it would be really cool if I had access to like course maps to display some type of little map on it. That would be pretty crazy. All right, so we just do this. We make the child the container. Copy here. Then we just copy that here. Let's tab this out. Color's gray, so they updated, or no, this is the border color. Did they keep my container color? The card is the same color, okay. I think maybe we do a reset real quick. Right now it's given it a really thin border. It seems like it might be there. Let's go like 4. And let's make it black and see if that changes things. Yeah. Better. How do I prevent words from filling this text widget without the inclusion of a hyphen or something similar? Soft wrap. See what Creekside looks like after that. Did not change a thing. No, I want hyphenation. The text is some courses is too long to fit on a card. Has a word. Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, I was thinking about making the cards a little bit wider too. So we can go ahead and do that. That'll give me even more flexibility to show course information on them. Elevation. So we got color, shadow color, surface tint color. shape, border on foreground, clip behavior, key. Maybe I will change the background on this one, on this dialogue. I don't know. Okay. So text here, we're going to show the course. Courses for display. Map course. All right, so let's grab it one more time here. Size box. How would I go about showing the course pars on the card as well? I have an array ordered the same way as courses for display. Is it an index? Is it get the par data? How would I need to do that for each one? Where's my on change here? Course selected equals courses for display index. Maybe I just do that. Course pars equal 54. We'll go var course par equals 54. Can't do that in here. Or can I do it at? I think maybe right here. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go. Let's wrap this in a column. Then we're gonna go if course is not equal to select course, then give me another text widget. This one maybe I wrap them in a row. Refactor wrap it in a row. I can do we can go course par here. Like so. And then let me go grab an icon. And then I'll try using that golf course one here. I think that will probably look better. Golf course. Main axis alignment. Dot space. Now I probably want it to be centered. Center, I'll throw the sized box in here. Sized box width 5. All right, and then we just need to update the course par. So I'm just setting it to 54, initializing it up above. On change, round setup. Course par is equal to calculate total course par. That's not a variable. Do I have a total course par somewhere? I'm clearly displaying it. Let's go to our, yeah, well, it's right here actually. Return course difficulty, total par count. I think I created, was it on the courses menu? Calculate course info. I created a little function for calculating, yeah, on the courses. Do I have that one up here? Courses. I do not, but I will. Courses, and then it's calculate total course par. Where did that go? calculate total course par selection. Okay, let's give that a quick try. See how that looks. It does only change it. I see. So instead of yeah, I see what the issue is. Okay. So this can become maybe just course pars, course plus 1. Courses. Okay, so does index work then? Probably not. I think I need a course index selected is equal to 0. We're gonna go course index selected. No, that doesn't work either. Doesn't work. All right, so this doesn't quite work as the other cards are visible. And this will then display the same total par for all courses. I already have an array for total course pars. So right, because on the courses menu I just courses button, and then I'm passing the argument, the total par count. I'm just calculating it right there. Yeah. Just need a way to display these. This is my issue. There's items. Round setup, courses on page change. All right. Items, courses for display, as map, entries map, final index, course par. Alright, so for var course equals 0, course is less than courses for display dot length, course plus plus. Course is again equal to 1. Courses for display starts with the select course. We don't need that. Course par totals is equal to int, like so. And then we're going to go course par totals equal dot add, calculate total course par, course pars, course minus 1. All right, and then when I call it down below, can I just call index then? Can we just pass index here? Let's see if that works. Maybe it's not. Wrong variable. All right, reset that. Take 2. 54 is wrong. Okay, so it's definitely working, but it's 1 off. So course pars, course minus 1 is going to be 0. That's what it adds first. That should be, maybe this needs to be plus 1. Maybe it needs to be minus 1. It's one or the other, I think. I think it's minus 1. 54, 105. Okay. I think we're working. I don't think the icon looks great though, so I might make that just a par. Size. I think the icon looked very good there. Let's do a reset. My screen capture has been frozen for so long. I hate it so much. All right, well, this is what it looks like now. Ridiculous. This is what I've been messing with. Maybe we go space evenly here. What else do I need? I think that's probably okay. How do I, there was an item up here where I could tint it if, not carousel options, carousel slider, no. Maybe it was options. Disable center, page ends. No, maybe it was card. Surface tint. Border on foreground. Can I give these a different background color? Current course index. Is that necessary? Maybe it is. Current course index. Throw this int up here, like so. Current course index. We set it there. Don't need this. And then we throw this under here. Is selected. And then the card color does this. Like so. If it is selected, if it's not, it's going to be the top color. If it is, maybe we go app theme colors dot main sunset red. Clearly not updating. So up here, we set it equal to 0. It's equal to index. This does not work. The selection is always on the first card. Am I initializing this in a bad spot? I don't think so. Call the correct set state. I don't want that set state. That's stop. That's the wrong set state. My alert dialog has its own set state. I am calling it correctly. Show dialog. Builder. That is where I have it. This is how I'm using it currently, where it's not working. Outside of it. Oh, okay. Let's try that. See if that does the trick. It does, and that does look better. Let's change that color though. I think I've got like a medium sunset red. Is that better? Or is that better? No. Looks like the same color, doesn't it? I don't feel like it actually changed at all. Evidently it did. So we've got courses. I'm showing the par. It'd be cool to show like a best score on the course. That would be hard. Not hard. Hard is not the right word. That would be nice though, to just show a best score here. So let's do this. Let's say I have an array that is courses, that is course names. This is the array of courses I'm displaying on the card. I have two separate arrays, one called, what is it, round course names? Round courses and round user scores. Round courses contains a list of rounds in order they were, and only includes the course played for each round. Round user scores is in the same order as round courses and contains the user's overall score as a string, i.e. like 2 plus 2. Doesn't include pluses. When I score a round, update round score, I do include a plus. Is that what I save? Hopefully. Current score, update round score. Is that what I'm saving? That is what I'm saving. Okay, so I am saving a plus. I need you to create a function which takes in these arguments and then returns an array of strings which includes the best round, lowest round shot for each course. This array needs to be in the same order as course names. Mm-hmm. I'll be quick. Alright, so I've got my course calculations file. That's where I'm going to throw this in. Don't I? Calculate course info. Here we go. Alright, get best rounds per course. So we're going to take that in. It's going to return it in the order of course names. So I need calculate course info up here. Calculate course info. Save. And then what I would love to do, we're going to go final course best scores is equal to, this actually needs to go down here, equals calculate best. What did I just call it? Get best rounds per course. Get best rounds per course. Round user scores is just, what was it? Is it just user scores? User scores. And then as long as that function works, which we'll obviously have to double check, but as long as it does, we can throw this, and then we can go best, and then this course best scores. Now how does our function handle the replace all plus score? Contains key best score. Yeah, let's give that a try. No best score there. Course best scores. Print course best scores. Course best scores is returning a blank array currently. Round courses are not matching the course names. I don't think that's true. We can check it. Print round courses. Print course names. Yeah, no, that is working exactly as it should. I don't have a best because I haven't scored a round yet. If the round courses, if there isn't a round course to match the course name, can you adjust the function to just show a for this course? So there's a placeholder in it already. There it is, no score placeholder. Beautiful, so let's do a quick refresh there. Start round. Best is blank. Now let's go to the fort here. Let's score a round. Finish that round. Let's go back. Let's start a round. Best 44. Maybe I want a just a colon placed after this. Yeah. Maybe we do, instead of best, we do a PR. I don't think the parentheses is it. PB. PR for personal record, PB for personal best. Maybe we just go back to best. That's not too bad. This is going to expand. It says it's going to expand beyond it. It looks like it is just barely. This needs to be adjusted to 3. Does still seem like it's not saying I'm going beyond the border, but I really don't think I am. Maybe too much padding here. Yeah. Max lines 3, those will both fit. So we can show par, we can show best. Best will only populate if it's in there. That's pretty good. All right, not a crazy amount of progress here. I think I want this to be just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit more padding horizontally. Kicked a course name to 2 lines instead of 1. It was a little close to the sides there. So I think the cards here are good. This is what I'm going to stick with. We obviously need to change starting hole. We need to change the button. I do want the confirm button to be a just like the start round button is. And that's something I think I can probably go ahead and knock out here real quick before we hop off. Label will just be confirm. Is that going to be just way too big? It's a little big. Secondary button. Probably going to be a little bit better suited to the dialogue here. I don't want the confirm button to be the most annoying thing on the screen. But I think that's probably good. Let's on the card, let me try the medium sunset orange. Make it a little bit different than this button. I think that's better. I think it looks a little goofy right now because of how dark orange this is, but I think once I change that, it'll be fine. With the cards here, I can probably get rid of that line entirely. Let's try it. Add course, let's disable that confirm button. If it's not going through here, on pressed, of course trim is empty. That's how this is going to work. Main menu, confirm button, so on pressed, like so. This is going to be course selected is not equal to select course. So this can actually just be equal to. So if it is equal to select course, it's going to be null, else we're going to run this set state right here, like so. And then I think I can get rid of this on pressed right there. So now the button should work exactly the same. I just want it to be disabled if it's on select course to make it real clear. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I think this is pretty good. The only two things left to change. Didn't get a single thing done here. Only two things left are different background and changing the starting hole appearance. So I think I'm going to keep the structure of the starting hole the same. I'm just going to change the formatting to look similar to this. Change the text. And then we should be good there. Course text on round setup larger. Well, we're kind of doing a lot of these things at once. Implement to dialog background into the round scorecard dialog. What is the round scorecard dialog? Oh, it's this dialog. Add an argument to round scorecard button design. Oh, create a new button design. Okay. I see. So I ended up jumping ahead a little bit there, but we will finish this change. And once we're done with that, we've got a lot of things that we're going to rep out here pretty quickly. Halfway done, 23 out of 46. I bet in the next video we get definitely into the mid-30s. So I think maybe by today's Saturday, maybe by end of day Monday, we're done with this list, and then we can start jumping into some new features again with the new stats. Definitely, I want this next update to be a big one. So I think I'm going to try and get all of the design changes in, and then maybe get those new stats in. Maybe I'll save the new stats. Maybe we're just going to get all the new design changes in. There's going to be some big ones here with, how am I going to change the all stats view and the round display view, making these look better, especially this part. But yeah, this is coming along. So we will call it there for today. Lots of work to do, but some amount of progress here. I like this best feature. This is cool. So, all right, that'll wrap it up. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.